Okay, it says I've got 19 minutes, so we're gonna hold. So make sure that you log in there how you're going to make that day count. Every day is going to look different. I hope that you don't put the same thing every single day. It may also be that, you know what, to make today count is I'm going to make somebody else's day count or somebody else's day matter. That's how I'm going to make that day count. It's not always a physical thing. It's not always a nutritional thing. Sometimes it's a mental and emotional thing. Sometimes it's slowing down a little bit, and that's one that I have to really pay attention to is, you know, like you get so busy and you get so hyped up that sometimes you just need to say, you know what, I just need to chill out for a little bit. So make sure that you do that, okay? Every day needs to be a little bit different. Okay, the second day, or the second number, each day complete the meal planner. Now I said, if you can, try to do this in advance and do it for a full 7 days because you can use those leftovers. There's a lot of you guys who have families whose families are going to want different foods than what you're eating. You're going to have your meals planned in advance, prepped in advance, so that when you're cooking those like deep fried whatever majigs they are with the French fries, that's what they're having, but you're having something different. You can still sit down with your family and still have a wonderful meal together even though you're eating different things. But you shouldn't be a short order cook and have to cook different all the time. Just take a couple of hours, one day, I call it my meal prep Monday. I go to the grocery store, I buy my foods, I come home, I cook a lot, and then it's done. And I'm done. I don't even have to think about it. Like tonight, I didn't cook dinner because I did it Monday. Tuesday night, I didn't cook dinner because I did it Monday. And it's really, really handy, especially for those of us who've got kids right now in sports and going back to school and, I mean, just busy lives, okay? So make sure that you plan it out. Also, in your entire week, you get to plan out one cheat meal. We all have social calendars, don't we? Some of our social calendars are busier than others. But I want you to be able to choose one meal that is going to be your cheat meal, and that's where you get to eat off plan. And we're going to talk a little bit later about what makes a really good cheat meal. But if it's something that you're craving, then plan for it and like put that in your cheat meal. So if it's like, oh my gosh, I'm craving like those craisins, put it in your cheat meal. Find a way to get it in at that time. That's when you can veer off of it, okay? When you have eaten that meal correctly, just put a little check mark in the box. It's just gonna help keep you honest, so when you go back through, you can say, do you know what, this meal worked really well, or do you know what, this meal didn't work really well, and I want to repeat this one, or I don't want to repeat that one, okay? Number 3, you're going to check your servings. So just like when you guys were planning out your meals, and we're going to use those egg muffin cups as an example. So the egg muffin is going to have probably 2 egg whites and 1 whole egg. What 2 food groups does that comprise of?
Protein and fat.
Protein and fat. So I'm going to put a little check mark in a protein. I'm going to put a check mark in my fat. Now I have an English muffin with it, so that is going to be a carbohydrate. And then I'm going to have a cup of berries. That's a fruit. So somebody said, wait a second, I really don't want to eat fruit earlier on in the day. Can I put it later? Absolutely. Just make sure that you're using these boxes. Now there's going to be an extra serving of protein and an extra serving of carbs in there. So that's if you're really feeling like you need something else, go for a whole food as opposed to, I heard a Pop-Tart earlier. Okay? So go for a whole food, log it, and then eat that. Okay? Number 4, track your water intake and any extras. Really hard, right?
Really hard for me.
So this is what I suggest. Get yourself a water bottle. This water bottle is 32 ounces. I know that I have to drink 4 of these to make a gallon. What my daughters, but do it for right now. And I got out of that, I mean, I never use a glass at home. Yeah. This is with me, and my kids call it my little sippy cup, and they tease me about it. I could care less because I know how much I'm getting in. My daughter actually took a Sharpie marker and marked the times that she needed to have it drank by. And it's actually worked really well for her. So if that works well for you, take a Sharpie, write lines on it. Because at school, she has a hard time drinking water, but she was having some issues where she needed to. And when she went to play sports later on in the day, she was completely she was done. Like she didn't have any more energy to give because she hadn't had enough water during the day. So make sure that you are logging it. Okay, track it. Any other extras that you have during the day, there's a little box that says extras. So say that all of a sudden my kids got out ice cream and yep, I had a spoonful of ice cream too. Make sure that you log it. Okay. Number 5, input your actual food into your app. So this is your plan. Your actual, what you're eating goes into your app. So yes, you are still logging it, but this is your meal plan. Number 6, using your heart rate monitor, check your calorie expenditure for the day. List what your workout was for the day. So if I did a HIIT workout, just list in the little section, it was a HIIT workout, and this is how many calories I burned. Okay? It's going to show, there's a little chart, fat burn, cardio peak, and then the total burned.
And
Just
that's
kind of,
off of our-
that's off of your Fitbit app, yeah. So look on your phone for that information. Number 7, make any significant notes about the day. How did you feel? Did you have obstacles that you had to overcome? Maybe you didn't get a chance to eat your mid-afternoon snack because of some reason or other. That's an obstacle. And so if you can recognize that, then maybe the next day you can overcome that obstacle. Okay? But it's really a lot of self-reflection. Did you feel satisfied with what you were eating? Maybe did you like it? Did you not like it? How was your exercise? Was it really hard today or was it not so bad? How did I emotionally eat? Did I eat out of boredom today? Okay. So just kind of jot your thoughts for the day. The 8th one, do the math. So down at the bottom, you're going to list your calories out versus your calories in. Remember, your calories in, it's like putting food into your mouth. Those are the calories that are in. The sweat going out, that's the calories out. So do the math. Okay, ready, set, go. You're gonna see that a lot with a lot of the challenges.